So what is going on, people? Welcome to episode 50, the final episode of this season. And well, we have very faint European dreams. They are still alive. It's going to take probably 4 wins of our last 4 to, I would imagine, even have a chance. And well, a couple of those teams sit above us. If we have a look at that table, we currently sit in 10th. Teams around us have a game in hand, annoyingly, as well. But we start today with an away game against West Ham. As you can see, they sit in 4th. So if we can get 3 points off of them, draws us closer. We then have Liverpool in our second game, who are above us but have a game in hand. So again, if we can rob points off of them, would certainly be beneficial. And then we have Southampton in our third game, which I believe is away from home. And then we finish the season with a game against bitter rivals Sheffield United. So yeah, we need to be on top form, and like I said, we need to win pretty much every game to even have a distinct chance of probably finishing in the European spots. We are currently 7 points adrift, so yeah, we'll just sort of see how it goes, and just play it by ear. But if you are looking forward to this end of season, make sure you pop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel. And well, last time out, it was a bit of a sloppy episode. We played 4 of the bottom 6 teams, and we didn't have much to show for it. We started with a draw against Man United, and then a 2-3 defeat in a sim game against bottom of the league, Fulham. We beat Wolves away from home, drew in a simmer against Luton, and then drew in a play game against Everton as well, with the game very much helping them out. So yeah, 1 win out of those 5 games, really not ideal. But as you can see, they're the fixtures that we have remaining this season. And well, let's not waste any time. Let's go straight to the West Ham game. So for our first game of the episode then, and this is how West Ham line up. Vias in goal, back for Stanisic, Spilliers, Pavard and Obrador. Voss and Soucek in the middle, Kudus on the right, Cornet on the left, Irving in behind Pavlidis, who scored a wonderful free kick against us last season, maybe. But they got a couple of decent players on the bench there, Ilic and Makoko. Decent region there, and Bjorn Winter as well. But considering this side is currently occupying a Champions League spot, maybe dare say they're overperforming. We've made one change to our regular lineup. Miley is in, a couple of goals in his last couple of games, so he continues to run in the centre of midfield in place of Pukstas. Other than that, it's as you were. And Thomas Willems coming up in the graphic before the game. He's in fine goal scoring form. I think he's pretty much scored in most of, if not every game that he's played in since joining the club, which is a remarkable remarkable statistic. There's a little dink there over to Barrios. We'll try and get this ball in if we can, but it's over hit and away. But we will retrieve on the front foot early doors. Not really much. Gonna have to go out wide. And Franca is in here. Nice little turn on the edge. One more into Pukstas. That's a strike, but it's well blocked. I suppose that's the only problem with playing the 4-2-4 is that if the strikers, that's a lovely piece of play. If the strikers are occupied, Salah, lovely piece of play, and what a finish that is. I know it's not, surely it's not. It's Christian Mosquera. Oh my word, what a finish from the man. That is an absolutely top draw finish from a centre half. Pick that out, goalkeeper. But how far he's come to step up and intercept that ball. The only players that were in front of him were the strikers. And he's come all that way to anticipate and collect that ball. That's superb play. Absolutely out of nowhere. Lovely play from Willems to find Salah. And good sense of awareness from Salah to see that Mosquera was free. But what a finish from the boy. And well, he's certainly one of my favourite players in this side, Christian Mosquera, ever since he's come in. Was initially brought in as a backup, but through injury to Gaston Alvarez when he was playing at centre half at the end of last season, as Pavlidis gets past Vitic, because of that injury to Alvarez, as Pavlidis scores, Mascara took the opportunity, and he's not looked back since. He's been absolutely superb. What wasn't superb there was our defending, but I feel like we're just trying to gamble on where he was going to go. Pavlidis, he shifted his body weight the other side. It's a really nice finish, to be fair. Wright sets that out in the far corner of Trafford. Unfortunately, he doesn't get there, and just as we go ahead, we are pegged back immediately. Might not be the best side on paper, this, oh, come on, Alvarez. This West Ham side, but they've certainly got spirit, that is for sure. Lovely tackle from Lewis Miley, though, and Salah is in there. And there's another ball in there to Thomas Willems. Willems tries to sneak in the near post, but it's a good save from the keeper. Pukstas will take this corner, aiming for Mascara. Out the edge to Willems. Oh, lovely piece of play. Obrador. Oh, they split the defenders. It's good play from West Ham. I can't argue with that one. That's not the game being crappy. That's just very good play. Split the defenders. It's Irving who puts it into the back of the net. Lovely ball in behind from Obrador. And, well, they move it inside quickly. And now Mascara just can't get over to him quick enough. A lovely finish into the far corner. And West Ham have turned this game around. From 1-0 down, 2-1 leaders. Certainly, like we did almost with Brighton earlier in the season, we wrote them off. And then they showed us why they're in that position. Miley, Barrios. Into Salah. Elias Salah with the finish. Blasts it into the near corner and finally contributes. It's been a long time since Elias Salah, or it feels like a long time at least, since he's contributed something to this team. But that's a superb finish. Lovely run across the defender. Pavard can't handle it this time. And he just rifles that one into the back of the net. We're back in this game. Great tackle from Pizarro. Lovely instant effect in the play. And now Williams. Come on, Sadiq, make the run, mate. Well, a Skov. And he's actually found Sadiq. That's a lovely touch. Umar Sadiq, he's lasered that one into the bottom corner. And we will win this game away at West Ham. What a topsy-turvy game this has been, my word. That was... I mean, it's a poor piece of play. It's the wrong decision. It's not the wrong decision. It just didn't come off how I wanted it to. Nevertheless, the defenders kept backtracking, which has allowed Sadiq to get onto the end of it. The touch inside, though, as the defender still doesn't know what way he's going, lasers it in with his left foot into that bottom corner. Sadiq has made the difference, and he could be about to win us an invaluable 3 points. But we still have time to hang on. And that's a lovely ball in behind. And Kudus has been a threat this whole game. He's in behind Kudus, thankfully for us, though. That is straight down Trafford's throat. Oh, Willems. That's a lovely piece of play. And now Sadiq, can he hold off his man? Oh, he's done really well. Oh, my word, Umar Sadiq. That's a lovely piece of play. And it will travel out for a corner. And there goes the full-time whistle. What a start to the episode. It wasn't easy. It wasn't pretty. But the most important thing is we managed to get the job done. Oh, and breathe. Teams above us dropping points, which is helpful as well. Where do we sit now? We're still 10th because teams around us haven't played games in hand yet. But we are 5 points adrift now. Villa up to 6th. There's still a chance. Unlikely, but still a chance. Liverpool next. Just realised about 8 minutes into this game that I haven't actually done the lineups yet. This is how Liverpool line up. Malinowski in goal, back four of Di Lorenzo, Alaba, Arroyo and Kirkes. Kessie holding with Thiago and Szoboszlai in the middle. Chukwueze on the right, Moses Keane through the middle, Son on the left. So certainly a decent sign. They've still got plenty of very good players. So this is how we've lined up for this game. Bit of a change. Same back five, but we put Franca and Pukstas in the middle, dropped Pizarro, and we've also, dropped Pizarro, and we've put Franca in the middle, Salah on the left, and put Sadiq in where Salah was. So Salah operating from the left, Franca in the middle. Just going to see how it goes. Just a bit of a change. See if we can get some effectiveness out of Salah out on the width, and then Franker's playmaking ability isn't lost. Thiago. Puckstad's trying to close him down, gets the toe in, and we've done well there. Salah, Williams holds on to the ball well, and Sadiq is looking to do exactly what Salah hasn't been doing. And Umar Sadiq is in here, and Umar Sadiq, we're comfortable as you like. We'll make it 1-0 against Liverpool. And he's such a delight to bring into this team at times, Umar Sadiq. That combination of pace and power and the height as well. He's got it all in his game. The finishing ability, of course, we know is second to none. And well, straight past the keeper, Malinowski in goal. Klopp not happy. Maybe some of his bigger players should be playing, but Sadiq makes it 1-0. Grasps his opportunity of the start with a goal. And well, could we yet still dare to dream? Little overlap there. Let's come back to him, which is fortunate. Oh, that's not a good pass at all. But Puckstad could get away here, and he's actually found Umar Sadiq. And Umar Sadiq will put that into the roof of the net. And this is 2-0. And in a matter of minutes, we turned Liverpool inside out and upside down. They do not know how to deal with us defensively. And well, this is certainly looking decent. Puckstad, I didn't expect him to make it that far, I'll admit, but kind of like Lewis Miley against Everton, just using his power to get past his man. Sadiq makes the run. It makes sense to play him in, and that's a top finish. Uses his laces just to put that into the roof of the net. And well, Liverpool are falling without trace in this first half. And Sadiq, look how much he's up for it, even getting back, making defensive tackles. Well, Ian Vitic again, just concentrating at this point. And there goes the half-time whistle. What a first half that has been. Liverpool really cranking it up at the end of the half, but with nothing to show for it. But Umar Sadiq, the man of the first half, absolutely superb performance from him so far. Just going to waste a bit of time now. And there we go. The full-time whistle. A massive result. All thanks to Umar Sadiq. A massive performance from him. We said we needed points, maximum points, and so far we are delivering. 6 points for a possible 6 against two sides above us in the league. What's the odds now that we go and throw it away against two teams below us in the league? Well, after that result, we sit 8th. 3 points adrift of Villa now on the same amount of games played. If Brighton win, it will be a 4-point gap with 2 games to go. I normally, when we play 4-game episodes, sim one game, but I feel like I've got to play this Southampton game if we're going to have any chance. I think I need to play rather than run the risk. So for this game then, on the South Coast, this is how our host Southampton line up. Joe Lumley in goal, back 4 of Hector Fort, Stevens, Jacquet and Oosterwolde. Sumare holding with Sanson and Aribo in the middle. Musi on the right, Zola on the middle, Sinamana on the left. And not too much, in terms of options on the bench. Musi has caused us plenty of problems in the past. Sinamana is always there to be able to cause problems, but hopefully we can get the better of this Southampton side. We have gone with the same team that we had in the last episode. So Franker in the middle, Sadiq up top with Salah on the left. It paid dividends against Liverpool. Hopefully it can pay dividends against what is a lesser Southampton side, that is for sure. Lovely switch of play from Sanson out to Sunamana. Inside to Jeraribo. Moves the ball nicely. And there's... it's one of those goals you can't really do anything about, but it's Musi, who we highlighted before the game, who's grabbed the goal for Southampton. Oh no, it's Sanson actually. It's a lie. I thought he came in from the right, but just lining up, playing it across the area. Mosquera tries to close down his man. Alvarez, well, no one's really stuck with the run. Puckstad, you can see in the background there. Trafford, don't really understand the goalkeeping animation, but there we are. Southampton have been the better team. I can't argue with it. So, it's just one of those you're gonna have to swallow. Over to Williams. Oh, come on, man. Just let me get one shot on target. It's a great block. And it's cleared away, and that is half time. Southampton deserved winners. We seem to wake up a little bit after they went a goal up, but we've offered nothing going forward. I don't even think we've had actually a meaningful shot at goal yet. Certainly, as far as I remember, haven't made the goalkeeper make a save yet. So, great tackle from Barrios. And he's in behind here. Jaime Barrios. Get in the boy. Come on, the captain. Great persistence. The pressure finally tolls. We have been pressing them to high heaven in this game, and it's finally paid off. We've won the ball high up a couple of times, but for whatever reason, the centre-back in there has decided to step up as Barrios wins the ball. He's got his shooting boots on in this game. Finds that far corner absolutely superbly. And we are back level in this one. Could the momentum shift? Could it be in our favour? Could we pick up another important 3 points? Barrios again. Superb. And again Barrios. Go on, my boy. Go on. He's away. He's actually away. He needs support. No, he doesn't. Maybe he does. Can't get away from Xhaka. Although he might not need it. Salah. Oh, it's off the post. Oh, just as I shot, the opportunity presented itself to sweaty it to Sadiq. But I thought Salah from there. Oh, go on, Pizarro, you boy. That's a lovely ball. And Musi is in behind. Please don't lose it now, boys. Musi. Sulemana, what a save. I thought for all the world once Sulemana had shifted past Vitic that was going to be it, but Trafford, for this time being at least, has kept us in it, but the corner not properly cleared. Great block in there. Oh, he's done superbly. Oh. It's Zola that's won it for them. Oh, that's so disappointing. The chances we've had in this game, certainly towards the end of the second half. You knew it would. I mean, he's done great strength. It's great strength to get the ball ahead of him, and that finish, you can't argue with that. That's superb. But what did I say? We go and beat West Ham. We go and beat Liverpool. Go and play Southampton and bloody lose. Umar, come on, mate. Show me a bit of something. I feel bad for Barrios in this game because he's run his socks ragged. Oh, that's disappointing. That's our dreams done. Back down to 9th now. I still played more games than teams around us. We could, in theory, still finish 6th. But we would need Villa to lose their final game. Who are they playing? They're playing at home to Bournemouth, who are bottom and already relegated, so it's unlikely. We'll come back on the final day, see what the lay of the land is. I would like to play Sheffield United because I haven't beaten them, I don't think, in this career mode. But at the same time, if the game doesn't really mean a lot, then we'll just sim it. But so this is the table then as we head into the final day of the season, and yeah, our European dream is officially done. We could finish as high as 7th, as low as 10th. So it is improvement on last season, but I think I am just going to sim this game against Sheffield United, and hopefully we can pick up a win in what will be a sim game. Well, this is how we're going to line up for the final game of the season. We're going to give Josh Windass that send-off. He's retiring in-game at the end of this season. But otherwise, yeah, Trafford in goal. Cannon, Vitic, Mosquera, Alvarez, Franco Puigdas, Barrios, Salah, Willems and Windass leading the line. Can we sign off in style this season? Even in sim games we can't beat them. And they dominated the game as well. Oh, Sheffield Wednesday. The Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield United. There we go, that's it. 10th is how we finish this season. 1 place improvement on last season. And 6 points off Europe in total. Be interesting to compare from last season actually. I'll have to go back and look at that, but yeah, that. Arsenal win the league by 4 points. That is how this series wraps up. I'm afraid by the time this gets out to you, which will, well, the day you'll be watching this is Friday the 7th, Friday the 6th. By the time the new game comes out, well, there's a little hiccup in between. So this comes out to you on Friday, and tomorrow, as you see this, I'm going to America for 2 weeks as a birthday trip. So we wouldn't be able to finish this series with another season if we wanted to, because I don't have the time to make another series, because when I come back, the new game will already be probably out if you get an early release. I think it's scheduled to come out like the 25th or something, isn't it? I'm in America for just over 2 weeks, and yeah, I can't get this series, any more of this series out to you. So this is it. This is the finale, I'm afraid. It would have been nice to sign off maybe with some European football, but kind of like the first Barney save we did, you know, we didn't progress much higher than, I think we got to mid-table in the Premier League, and in that one we finished with an FA Cup final. We did lose, but it would have been nice maybe to have a similar thing. Obviously, you know, last season winning the Champions League with Peterborough was massive. We didn't win the Premier League though, so that's a trophy that still eludes me, the Premier League title. But yeah, it would have been nicer to get, I don't, you know, what year are we in this save? What's the calendar? 2027. 23, 24, 24, 25, 25, 26, 26. So only 4 seasons of this save. And bear in mind, when do we start this save? Like February, maybe? I could have got out to you a lot more. Obviously, you know, my record uploads have been sparse. But I've enjoyed this save, don't get me wrong. I have enjoyed this save. It's been a struggle. But, no, I've certainly enjoyed it. And yeah, I mean, for one final time, let's just have an end of season roundup, shall we? So, actually, we'll have a look at the league, because we've already had a look, kind of. So, Arsenal win the league then, 4 points clear of Man City, United in 3rd, and Newcastle West Ham to say pip them in the end. They finished 5 points clear of them. Newcastle get Champions League. West Ham, Europa, well done to them. Villa in the Conference League. Brighton couldn't quite hang on to it after all. 15 defeats in the end for them. But an improvement for us. We are in the top half of the table, finishing ahead of Spurs, ahead of our rivals. 14 points ahead of our rivals. Just a shame that we lost to them. But going down were Leeds, Fulham and Bournemouth. I will progress to the middle of June, and then we'll have a look at the other competitions. So we're at the middle of the month, and we saw obviously how the Premier League has finished. So the FA Cup then, wow, okay, Burnley getting to the final, United winning 7-6 on penalties after 2-2 in the in normal time, and Burnley beat City in the semi-finals. Fair play to them. The Carabao Cup was won by Newcastle ahead of Aston Villa. Oh, Sheffield United got to the semis. Blech. The Super Cup this season was won by AC Milan, a convincing win over Man United. Champions League winners, Arsenal over Leverkusen. Leverkusen getting the better of Man City, Arsenal the better of PSG. In the Europa League, Inter it is that win it over Feyenoord. Union Berlin get to the semis, as do Newcastle. Conference League, Ghent, nice. Ghent picking up a win over Wolfsburg. Ghent beat Genk. Things you love to see. What a tense match that would have been in a Conference League semi-final, and Wolfsburg get the better of PSV. That's that for those competitions. If we have a look at other leagues around the world, there we go. So if we have a look at the Championship, then joining us would have been Forest, 94 points. Joint points with Palace going ahead. They win the title by 1 goal. That's madness. Burnley in 3rd. Well, so Forest and Palace going up. And one of Burnley, Leicester, West Brom or Preston joining. Would have been joining us. And then relegated would have been Bolton, Plymouth and Barnsley. Barnsley, you hate to see it. In League One then, Blackburn top of the tree, 101 points. Ipswich second on 95. Huddersfield third on 94. That stings. But one of Huddersfield, Blackpool, Rotherham or Oxford would be joining Blackburn and Ipswich. Reading finishing 9th. We're on the rise. Knox County and Wrexham in there. Relegated would have been, well, relegated were Salford, Exeter, Fleetwood and Cambridge. In League 2, promotion for Carlisle, Cheltenham and Bristol. And then one of Swindon, Walsall, Grimsby or Colchester would be joining them. And then Crewe and Sutton, it would have been getting relegated. If we have a look at Ligue 1, PSG by 15 points. Why does that not surprise me? Monaco, Lyon and Marseille in there. I don't know why I clicked on Ligue 2, but there you go, Ligue 2 there. Bundesliga. Munich finally win a title by 9 points. I'm pretty sure that's the first season they won the league in this save. Convincingly as well. Dortmund in second, Leverkusen third, Union Berlin in fourth. Nice to see Leipzig in fifth there as well. If we have a look at Serie A, AC or Milan winning by 2 points to Juve, Inter and Roma in the Champions League spots. If we have a look at Scotland, Celtic, wow, 18 ahead of Rangers. I remember when Hearts won the Scottish League on this save. Oh, what a time that was. And La Liga, Real, 14 points clear of City neighbours Atleti. And a further 3 points ahead of that of Barcelona. Sevilla wrap up the Champions League spots. Well, that's it for the leagues. In terms of our players, if we have a quick look at the squad hub. Another thing that would have been nice if we'd have had like an academy player come through. We only had academy players come through really late. We only made use of our academy maybe this season. So I've filled that academy out literally with just so many people. But yeah, I mean, hopefully we can, in future saves, we can make more of an effect of it. But yeah, we have a look at the squad hub then. So Ruben Blanco, I mean, he played 4 games for us. Was fine backup goalkeeper, enough to say. James Trafford has been with us for a while now. Up 3 this season to 81. I really enjoy James Trafford. Obviously not the best goalkeeper. Still, you know, there's stuff that he could improve on, but I would have loved for him to have grown with us and to see him go on and become like a top goalkeeper. So, yeah, really happy with him. And still only 24 as well. That's the mad thing. Ben Cameron is one of the academy players. There were a few academy players that we called up and sent out on loan. Ben Cameron was one of those. Up 3 on his loan at Nijmegen, which is good. Lucas Pires, no growth from him in the season, has become... I think he started the season out at left back, but then became backup to Alvarez. But Pires has been fine as a left back in this save. Yeah, absolutely no problems with him. Luke Bryan, would have been nice to see this guy kick on, considering he's one of those like free agents that just appears that looks really good. He didn't get a lot of game time, admittedly. Has always been a backup, but has just not grown whatsoever, I don't think. Vitic obviously came in January for us, has done a decent job in his, 17 games that he's played. Those Premier League ratings don't suggest that. 5 clean sheets. That's our biggest problem, obviously, is clean sheets. Trafford only kept 7 in 37 games. Not ideal. But yeah, Vitic up 1, and I think would have gone on to form a very good partnership with our man. Keiki up 1, has always been a backup since he's been here, but, you know, has great, again, very young as well, 23, but could continue to grow, is absolutely fine as a backup centre-half. Yeah, enjoy Keiki. This man, up for the season, absolute weapon of a man. Arguably my favourite player in this series. I'm trying to think back of players that we've had. Obviously, we had Ike Agbo, George Hall was a beast. But a recency bias, this man is certainly up there as one of my favourites. Came in as a backup. Obviously, like we said, Alvarez got his injury and he made that position his own to the end of the season and then forced his way in again. You look at the age of these players, man. Like, all those defenders. Pires is a bit older, but Vitic, you know, Trafford 24, Vitic 24, Koki 23, Mascara 22. Like, we're building something that if we'd have kicked on, done more seasons of this, we could have been these players could have stayed and made a massive impact. Gaston Alvarez up 1 to 80. A decent signing for us. Started playing at centre half. Had a good partnership with Cannon, who have both actually ended up moving out wide. But Alvarez has been an absolutely fine addition to this side. 12 months left on his contract, but certainly would have been renewing that for sure. Reggie Cannon up 1 to 80 this season. Bit of a veteran in this side at 29, but has been a really good servant for us. I think arguably our first signing in the save, maybe? One of the first signings we made, and he's just been there throughout, grown with the squad. Thought he was going to become a backup actually, but after losing Patterson, he stepped into that right back role and done really well. So, yeah, I'm very happy with Reggie Cannon. Kumbetti, I don't think he played, did he? He played one game in the. Played one game in the league. He must have come on in a sim game, but signed him in January. Just didn't see anything of him really. Pizarro up 3 already. Okay, that's very good growth from him this season. I actually enjoyed Pizarro. Forced his way into the side later in the season, but he's one of those players again, only 24 years old, and I really enjoyed. And he played his parts. And considering he's quite small as a ball winner, he's actually really effective. So him and Pukstas, I really liked as a partnership. Roman Sanders was another player from the academy. That was actually one of the only decent looking ones. I'm on loan Champions Sport +5. Certainly probably would have loaned him out again this next season. Duncan McKenzie up 3 to 71 on his loan at Coventry at only 16. He was one that come through as a centre back, and we changed him to a left mid, and he got like 25 extra points. Exactly the same as what happened with this guy, as you can see, Timo Schneider. Just his positional change from centre back to left mid made him grow like 25 points, and he's grown massively out on loan at Luton. So, yeah, definitely would have loaned these two out again for sure. Sanderberg, consistent player in the middle of the park. You know what you're going to get from Sanderberg, but 29 and just unfortunately lost his place in the side, but absolutely solid squad player. Pukstas, again, one of my favourite players in this save. We signed him. It's just a kiddie from Sociedad, 20 maybe when we signed him, but he's grown up forward this season. He's just an engine in that midfield, but has come up with goals, come up with moments, but he's always the one that the captaincy defaults to. Even though I made it Barrios in the side, he's always the one that the captaincy defaults to, and I can quite easily see why. But again, has grown with his side, and would have formed a really nice partnership with Pizarro. And again, you look at the age, 22 and 24 apiece. This team just needed time. Just needed time to go through the seasons and get better and better and better. And I have no doubt they would have. Miley already up 3 since his move at the start of the season. Really good pickup. Obviously had that little run in towards the end of the season in the team. But again, only 21 years old. The future of our central midfield is so bright. And a homegrown talent as well, which is nice to see. Josh Windass finally starting to decline, bless him, but is retiring at the end of the season. Has been with us the whole time. Again, is a man that's provided us with moments in all the leagues and was such a pivotal part of the start of this save. And I'm glad that he's here. I mean, at the end of it, it's only 4 seasons, but the fact he's still here. Sad that he would have been hanging up the boots, but was long past it really, unfortunately. Franca up 3 to 81 has been a pretty good George Hall replacement, I dare say. Has certainly chipped in with his contribution of goals and assists, and his versatility is really, really good. So yeah, really happy with Franca. Although I'm guessing it's Francia with that accent, but I've always said Franca. Aspria. No, this man was our first signing, I think. Yeah, I'm fairly sure. Only up 1 to 77 this season. Into the last 12 months of his contract, I probably would have maybe let it expire the season after. Who knows? But again, been with us since the start. Talk about square pegs and round holes. This man did exactly that when he played central midfield. Came in as a winger. We played him at camp, played him with a wing. Tried him in central midfield, and he took a while to get into it, but once he did, he was an absolute beast. And yeah, will always have a special place in my heart because of that. But yeah, again, it's just sort of fallen victim to the progress. He just hasn't really progressed along with us. But yeah, as always, again, just been with us since the start, and nice that he's still here. Higgins is another one from the academy, up 7 in his loan spell at Andorra, which is good to see. Barrios again, kind of like who was it we had in the save last year with Peterborough? He was another Argentinian winger. Maybe it might have been a Messi regen, but came in like the last season or whatever, and just the free agent you find, you're like, yes please, that makes absolute sense. Yeah, picked him up, and he's frustrated me at times, but again, only 21. The future is so bright for this guy, and the impact that he made, captain, so quickly. Yeah, really, really enjoyed Jaime Barrios. That guy at Peterborough is going to bug me now. Robert Skov, up 1 to 80, obviously started in the side this season and then lost his place eventually. I think I gave this guy a bit too long in the side, a bit more than he deserved. He was kind of one of those players that I quite liked, but he never really did anything. Quite, in terms of the rest of our squad, he's quite old now at 31. But yeah, I liked him. He contributed with stuff, but yeah, probably was I held on to him for a bit too long and could have let others flourish. Like this man, Million Manhoof, up 3 to 80. He was frustrating, really. I'm quite surprised he's grown that much, considering when I played with him, he just didn't really do anything. But who knows? He could have gone on to good things again. Only young as well. We paid a decent whack for him, but yeah, just never really contributed. I remember the goal he scored in the FA Cup. It was against Bournemouth. It was a good goal, but just never really contributed. Elias Salah, I can't believe this guy's only grown up 1 this season. 16 goals, 7 assists. Certainly not bad from the man. And yeah, he's just been... And towards the end of the season did tail off, but he's just since he's come in, these 18 months we've had him, he's been absolutely superb. As has this man, Thomas Willems, up 1 on his loan spell with us. And 11 goals. Again, kind of dried up towards the end of the season, but to start with, he just scored in every game. 11 goals, 4 assists. And you better believe we would have tried to sign this guy permanently in the summer, for sure. It would have been first order of business. Absolutely superb player. Yeah. Umar Sadiq, up 1 on, finally grown up 1. Again, I said in the previous game how much I loved Umar Sadiq. Just that combination of pace, power. 10 goals this season, only 17 games as well. Absolutely, yeah, just great option off the bench, but could easily be a starter for us depending on what formation and stuff we played, where we played people. So yeah, and Ibrahim Lee is another youngster, up 8 on his loan spell. He looks absolutely huge. And then this is someone we called up because we think we've got good potential. But yeah, that's the squad. I mean, if we have a look at the stats, as we've seen, Salah top goal scorer with 16, Williams with 11, and Sadiq with 11, Franco with 9. We'll have a look at assists. Bookstash 13 assists in the middle of the park. Fair play to him. Barrios with 13 as well. So yeah, don't mind a bit of that. But yeah. Oh, someone's got a position change there, have I seen? Oh, Pizarro. Yeah, it hasn't changed anything, but yeah. Who's got a year left on their deal? Alvarez probably would have renewed. Blanco probably would have let go. Spria probably would have let go. Sadiq probably would have renewed for sure. But there we go. That is the end of this series, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. Again, didn't get maybe as far as we would have liked, but obviously sometimes, it doesn't always end up that way. Plus, I think this game is certainly a lot harder this year, so I think, yeah, we just had to temper expectations a little bit. Like I said in the last episode, with Peterborough, we seem to just progress really, really quickly. Having Joseph Garner, obviously, helped that, but by the time we were finished with the save, Garner was, 92 rated, and there were players around him that were hitting the sort of high 80s. In that this squad, the highest ratings we've got are 82. So we were never gonna win the league, or even maybe challenging for Europe was certainly a bit ambitious. But it would have been nice to continue on, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. But like I said, I hope you've enjoyed this one. So yeah, I am going to go off to America, enjoy myself for a couple of weeks. Just really refresh. It's just going to be a really chilled holiday. Lots of touristy stuff, obviously, but just going to, recharge, refresh. The first proper holiday I've had in a couple of years. So, it's I'm really looking forward to it. It should be some really good experiences. And hopefully I'll come back refreshed, re-energized, ready for the next game. And I've got some ideas for the next game. I think we're going to change things up a little bit. Obviously we're still going to do career modes, but maybe just, some different. We'll see how things go. But I've certainly got some ideas. But yeah, like I said, if you've enjoyed this one, guys, please pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel. And well, if my pronunciation is correct, wir sehen uns beim nächsten Spiel. Everyone loves a hint.